Alrighty. 1 2 1 2, and I'm back. Shalom Yasha'Allah. I'm back. This is your brother Shem Ya'Allah, back to attempt to do another and finish and complete another lesson. And yeah, I might as well get you the title right now while it's on my brain. It's basically be about China, America. That's basically what I'm gonna title. I'm not gonna give it nothing fancy. Maybe later on I might change it. I don't know. Right now we're gonna call it about China and America. Yeah. It's believe it or not, it's really some history with that. A lot of history people don't cover. I have my book set up on site. I have my besides my Bible. So yeah, man. With that being said, let's just start. Let's go to the book in Apocrypha. We're going to start in Apocrypha. Of course, we're going to start with 2nd H.I.S, 16th chapter. All right? And I'm trying to, it's been a minute, so I hope y'all enjoyed the videos on my YouTube channel that's currently up. I put up a lot of short videos. And please do take time to scroll down. It's over 400 videos over there. It's like 416 or 430 something, I forget. It's over 400, I do know that. So, yeah, please check that out. And other channels, check the pinned comment section where I leave links at to my Rumble channel. And you would have to go to BitChute, check out my BitChute channel, BitChute. My channel is KSHAM7, KSHAM7. And you can scroll down there, all the inquisitive. And please, most of all, share this lesson when it's over. And in the name of the Most High, hopefully to thoroughly edify you to the best of my ability. So with that being said, let's go to 2nd H.I.S, 16th chapter real quick. I said enough. Right? 2nd H.I.S, 16th chapter. And the 16th verse, I'm going to start at verse 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Let me read it straight through. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. And that's very true right now. If you've been watching any world news, any news channel, you see it. The two names that keep popping up is China, America, and Russia sometimes, but you don't hear the small names no more. You don't hear too much about, Egypt or Syria too much. What you mainly hear, America, China, and Russia. And in this verse, it says, woe, destruction means woe. Be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. So Most High have a beef with everybody. So who else can call it but him, right? Especially Babylon, America. Give me a break. Come on. He said, woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction's at hand. I mean, he's coming for you. He already bringing judgments in the earth with the hailstorms, right? With the hurricanes, the tornadoes. I just seen a video the other day. It was a tornado fire, which I never seen before, and then was a tornado of snow. Can't tell me the Most High is not getting busy. So Most High will, I'm going to try to get, actually I got to try to download that video, find that video again and download, because I wasn't able to download it. But I know how to get videos downloaded that's not have a link. I know how to do that. Anyway, I'm going to get the video, right? So we're in 2nd H.I.S 16 and 1. He said, woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia, right? Let's pause there, right? Let's go to the book of, one in the Bible now, the regular Bible. But all of this is the regular Bible, but I'm going to the other part of the Bible, for me. Revelations. I'm going to go to the book of Revelation, right? And we're going to start at, we're going to start at the 17th chapter. Revelation 17 chapter, and we're going to start at the 3rd verse. So he carried me away in the spirit, and we know this is the Apostle John, right? Speaking. He says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Right? And the woman was arrayed in purple scarlet. See? Right? Decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Now, it says, now I'm going to go back to the 3rd verse, and I want to cover that. It says, so he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. Let's stop right there. He sat upon a scarlet-colored beast. The woman sit upon, it says, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast. What color is scarlet? Easy question. It's red. This ain't hard to figure out, right? It's red. What country is known for the color red? I gave you a few seconds. All right, if you probably already know the answers to season 1, or if you don't, well, it's China. Their flag is red. So the woman sat on sat on a colored beast full of scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Now let's read the description of the Let's read the description of the woman, right? In the 4th verse, one more time. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and decked with gold. That says gold and precious stones and pearls. Pearls are white. Having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. So this is the woman. This was the woman had on. And if y'all didn't figure that out, these are the colors that are adorned by the Vatican. That's why it describes the 7 heads and 10 horns. Right? Now, in this case, the 7 heads and 10 horns is talking about the Edomite kingdom rulership, how it extends from Rome, from Rome and from all over the European countries, basically, in a nutshell, to America. So this beast is operating on the same principles, right? What what a false prophet is, the Vatican, right? Or Pope Francis. Okay, because that's the high level witch there. He a Jesuit Pope, and he was on the first, and will be the last, probably, most likely. It says, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. Right? And I read the 5th verse. I'm going to read it again. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. 6th verse reads what? And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, with the blood of martyrs of Hamashiach Yahushua. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. 7th verse. And the angel said unto me, wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit, which is Europe, and go into perdition, and they that dwell on the earth shall wonder whose name was not written in the book of life, from the foundation of the world, when behold, the beast that was and is not and yet is. He said, here's the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains, which are 7 governments, on which the woman sitteth. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. Talking about Babylon, from ancient Babylon to now, basically. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Now, give me a minute. Prove that. Showing you they keep the principles of the ancient one, the ancient people. So I'm gonna show you. Hold on a second, give me a minute. Right, it's coming up now. I got it. It says 7 kings are political systems, right? The 7 kings were what? Ancient Egypt, Assyria, Babylon, Medo-Persia, which is the Persian and the Medes, Greeks, and Rome. So the 5 are fallen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the last, and 5 are fallen, and the 2 remain, and what it say? It says, let me show you that. I forgot to show you this. I don't know if you can see it good, but I got it right here. See? Yeah, you could do a search on this. This is online, so it's not a big deal. You know, been online for a while now. It says, and the 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come, referring to America, but America is here. So Rome was, so you got maybe you could be talking about Greece and Rome, and then, because America was like the 8th, but Greece and Rome. But remember, America is an extension of the Roman Empire. And when you look that up, you'll see that too. But yeah, moving on, just to show you that, because, you know, I pretty much covered that. And yeah, so in 17, 3rd and 4th verse, and I want to show you something. I was supposed to go to, I was supposed to go to Daniel real quick too. Let's go to Daniel, because in the 3rd verse, and said, oh yeah, before I rush off into Daniel, let me go back to, let's go to, y'all can hold Daniel 7th chapter, because that's where I'm going to go, right? I got to hold it for myself. Hold on a second. Daniel 7. Seventh chapter, and the I don't know where I'm going to start. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let me just hold this chapter. Let's talk about some of the abominations real quick, and then we'll go back to Daniel. It says, the great mystery of harlots, mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. What are some of the abominations it's doing now? It's actually trying to pass laws. Yeah, everybody should be outraged about it. You know, we know the homosexuality and lesbianism and all that. They literally under Obama administration made laws and gave them rights. Okay, federally. Okay, then secondly, the one they're trying to push now down everybody's throat is pedophilia. Those are some of the abominations. Then the other abominations they do, which probably don't hardly get mentioned. I have videos on my YouTube channel that speaks videos of it. Child trafficking, organ snatching, basically stealing people organs, and these are some of the abominations, man. Of course, we know murders. The murderers. Still trying to kill people through the vaccine. Even now, the last video I put up, which is on my not on my YouTube, it's on my Rumble channel. This one, where it's a video where they debating trying to force poison in our water from the vaccine in our water and make it law. That's straight mass murder, man. And these are just some of the abominations that are going on in Babylon, America. That's why the destruction is they waiting to get to your ass. Okay? If you are not under protection of the Most High, then you're done. And I'm talking about the children of Yasharahla. That's the only nation I'm addressing. Those of Negro descent. Yeah, deal with that too. Right? Because when Isaac, whose father was, when Jacob, whose father was Isaac, their father was a Hebrew Negro, okay? So he didn't come out and spit. Isaac didn't have a bunch of 12, what do they say, blacks, Hispanics, and Indian descent. No, he didn't have goddamn Spanish Caucasians, because that's who they're referring to. And then he didn't have no damn mixed breed Spanish Caucasian over there mixed with Asian and goddamn Mongoloids, okay? No, it came from one seed, okay, which were Negro, so-called black man today. Everybody, all the 12 sons were of Negro descent, okay? Now, I'm going back to my topic. The abominations, right? So these be the abominations. They're pushing pedophilia, they're pushing all these wicked abominations, trying to poison the water with vaccine, trying to do all the time mass murder, man. And people ain't have. Then on top of that, you want to take your own people's your rights from your own people, the citizens, especially the Edomite ones, anybody that own a gun or any type of firearm for that matter. Because I see the channel, I watch my YouTube channel. Yeah, you lost your mind, man. And you want to pass laws, write laws, which means nothing and is meaningless. And you're going to be shown that better than I could tell you. And I have some video, which is about a minute long. I'm going to put that on my Rumble channel. But you're going to see it better than I could tell you. Your people is not setting for it, man. Matter of fact, the prophecy in Ezra's 2nd chapter in the 15th verse, 2nd Ezra's 15th chapter will be fulfilled. You're not stopping what the Most High is doing. So all the little dumb laws, you and the dumb senators and your dumb congressmen, the ones that side with you, they are going to be food on these streets, man. Thus saith the Most High, according to the scripture. Not my words. It's already written. And you're going to find out. But that's another topic, right? Let's go back to what was it, Revelation. I said we're going to go to Daniel real quick, and I'm going to hold Revelations, right? We're going to go to Daniel real quick, 7th chapter. And I said I wanted to start at the 11th verse. It says, I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. And I beheld even till the beast was slain and his body destroyed and given to the burning flame. And that's talking about the destruction of Babylon, America. Okay? And then the 12th verse says, and concerning the rest of the beasts, they had their dominion. It says they, meaning referring to people or nation. They, right? They had their dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time. Meaning, lives was prolonged. The rest of the kingdom that wasn't destroyed went into captivity, as it says in Isaiah 14th chapter. Yeah, that's why their lives was prolonged. The Edomites, the Caucasian people. Yeah, because the beasts are talking about the Edomite nation in this chapter, right? Now from there, let's read right, let's read and it says the same thing in the let's go to Revelations 18:2 real quick. And we're going to go back to Daniel. Revelations 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean, hateful bird. Let's read the third verse. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Right? He said, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Right. Her philosophies, her ideologies. Right? A lot of them are into child trafficking and pedophilia. That's why they put movies out like Taken. And mind you, like I said, on my YouTube channel, I have shown you hotels are into, they got the whole hotel industry and motel industry into part of child trafficking. Yeah, it's deep. And it's on my YouTube channel. This will be up on my YouTube as well. And these are some of the wine, meaning the lies of the wrath of her fornication, the lies and deceit that America pushed. They took part of that. They put it, and they became rich by doing it, participating. Basically, that's what that verse is saying, right? Real quick, let's go to, yeah, I went over this in 18 or 17, but I'm going to do it again, and it says 18, Revelations 18 chapter, and then jump down to the 16th verse. It says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, for in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught. And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors and many as trade by sea stood afar off and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like unto this great city? It's referring to what? America. But I'm going to show you something in other precepts where something's going to happen before that. Right, and matter of fact, I think I can start going into it now. Real quick, let's go to, let me see if I had to cover more in Daniel. We'll come back to that Daniel 7, because it's, right now let's go to Jeremiah, right? Real quick, Jeremiah. Let's go to the book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah. And the 50th chapter. Jeremiah 50th chapter. And we're going to start at the 40th verse. 50th chapter and the 40th verse. We're going to start at the 40th verse. It reads, as Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith Yahweh, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Showing you that this is not talking about ancient Babylon or ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? Well, right? Because it says, so shall no man abide, meaning live there, neither shall any son of man dwell there, nor children of, right? It says, behold, 41st verse, behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation and many kings shall be raised up from the coasts of the earth. 42nd verse. They shall hold the bow and the lance. They are cruel and will not show mercy. Right? Their voice shall roar like the sea, and they shall ride upon horses. Every one put in array like a man to the battle against thee, O daughter of Babylon. right? 43rd verse. The king of Babylon hath heard the report. This is the one I want y'all to zoom in on too. The king of Babylon hath heard the report of them, and his hands waxed feeble. Anguish took hold of him, and pangs as of a woman in travail. What is the report? I'll give you a few seconds. What is the report the king of the leader of America, the president, the king of Babylon, heard that got him weak, secretly feeble? As a matter of fact, I think when he heard the news, he went on vacation to Camp David, whatever that place they all take a vacation to. Biden took a vacation. Y'all know what I'm talking. You should know by now if you watch my channel, man. My Rumble channel and my specifically my Rumble channel. I put it on that and on BitChute. I stay dumping videos on Rumble. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you should know. If you've been watching and praying as if H.I.S told you. What are they wailing? Because we've seen in the Revelations talk about the destruction that's going to come by violence, but then something's going to happen before that. I gave this bad news in the 43rd verse. I can't contain it. I got to say it. It's the Brics. No, not the brick, the cement, the Brics, the Brazil, the Russia, India, China, and South Africa Union. And then it's like 40 other countries joined in recently. So, and mind you, it's nothing to sleep on because they hold, what, 60% of the world's population. You'll stop laughing now, right? Yeah. And you know, you got Saudi Arabia, right? So you got those guys down with it. He got the oil guys, he got the gold, people with all the main minerals. And Africa alone contains everything. Every precious mineral. And they know it. And they said it in videos, and we don't need you. Kick rock, take your money and leave. And France left, and America's mad as hell. Before France left, they did an airstrike too, before they left. But they mad as hell. Don't think them Caucasian Edomites in Europe ain't mad. They mad as hell. But nothing you can do about it. Because this is just the beginning of your end. And you know what's going to happen. If they don't play ball, well, y'all know what's going to happen. What America been begging for? War. It pretty much already started, to be honest with you. That's like I said, we ain't got too much long yet. So that's the news that he heard, man. The Brics. He got weak. It was crying behind the scenes. They all was bumping their heads and don't think they ain't losing their minds, man. Them Edomites is troubled. As a matter of fact, France, when they cut off the supply, that pipeline they was trying to bring through sneakily, they shut that down. And France don't have no minerals to bring lighting into their country, literally. They sitting in the dark. Now that video is on my BitChute channel. You can check that out. They literally sitting in the dark. And it's ironic because that's going to come to America eventually. Now, right now, America, only mine they have for uranium is Canada. And y'all seen that on the videos on Rumble and I think on BitChute, if you watch it. So they trying to get resources there, but that's not their only reason. They're mad. They really want to stay in Africa. Now check this out. This is a video I didn't put up. There's a video where Putin is basically saying, I'll give Africa any weapons that they need. In a nutshell, he's saying it with a big smile on his face. I think the video is like 2.5 minutes, about 2.5 minutes. Or was it 3.5? Whatever the case, he said it. So Joel 3:9 is coming to pass. You're not getting away from it. It's just lurking there, it's waiting. All the nations are ready. The ironic part is the beast, which the red colored beast, which is China, they still trying to do business with Babylon. That's why everything, and that's one of the reasons why everything, but the main reason the Most High didn't give the word yet. It's not time yet. When he give the word, you're gonna know it's gonna be hell on earth literally. But other things got to play out before it get to that part. And that brings me back to before I even go there, let's go to Obadiah real quick. Let's read Obadiah. I don't want to do too much rambling and talking, right? I want to let the precepts speak to you, the word of the Most High. Let's go to Obadiah 1, and we're going to start at the, matter of fact, I'll start at the first verse. It's so good. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith Yahweh, concerning Edom, we have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her and battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. Right? Referring to the mountains of Mount Seir, the Caucasus Mountain, whatever mountain you want to pick. From that to the high rises in their cities, because they love the high mountainous type of buildings, skyscrapers as they call them. Right? It says, habitation is high, that saith in his heart and his mind, who shall bring me down to the ground? Fourth verse, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh. Now, I want to cover something in this. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. Right, meaning he aspired to travel space, but he cannot literally set. When it's talking about set his nest among the stars, he's talking about a satellite. Because a satellite can go at a high altitude and stay up there for about 3 weeks to a month. But it do come down. Each satellite, because nothing go past the firmament. So that's what it's talking about, the satellite system, his satellite system. And those are his eyes. They can stay up there weeks at a time before they fall to come down to earth. Right? Now, let's go to Job. The book of Job. Go right back. Job, I think it's 15th chapter. We're going to go to 15th chapter, Job 15th chapter. And the 29th verse. It reads, he shall not be rich. He shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. Right, meaning he's going to become a broke man. Even the so-called oligarchs, they're going to be brought down. Yes, that's going to happen. In the very near future, it says, he shall not be rich, neither shall his substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth. Yeah, his substance is going to be wiped out, meaning but not only by famine and pestilence, by nuclear destruction eventually. That's going to be the final judgment. And he's literally going to be put out of power, man. Yeah, that's prophecy. You're not getting around that. Matter of fact, let's go to Job 20. Let's see what it says in Job 20th chapter. We're going to start at the 28th verse. Right? It says, the increase of his house shall depart. See? The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. Yeah, that's going to happen. That's what you see all the famines and pestilence. Right now, there's a rice shortage in India. And mind you, they export 40% of the world's rice. 40%. They're in drought because that monsoon that hit them, now you can say about a week ago. Yeah. Yeah, that rice drought. They fighting over rice. The stores over here in America fighting. Not only over there, but over here too. They in line, getting in fights, trying to get rights, man. Yeah. A lot of people, that's big part of the people diet rice. Well, it's not mine, but it's people. But yeah, they're fighting over that thing. Right? So while all that hit, the fighting one's going to be, the destruction. And it says, I said 28. Let's read 28 again. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. 29th verse. This is the portion of a wicked man from Yahweh, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh. See? Can't get around it. That fits Esau all day, man. And that's what's happening. All the plagues that's happening in the earth, all that's going to contribute to that coming to fulfillment. Wait till it hits the streets, because that's when you're going to see it. And that's when you're going to have to really need the protection of the Most High and really have to literally protect your family too at the same time. Perilous times are here, and it's going to increase. Right? Let's go to Job 18 chapter. Let's go to Job 18 chapter, and let's read the 5th verse. It reads, Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. Right, that's what's going to happen. Meaning, yeah, what he prospered in is going to come to naught. It's going to come to nothing. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. 6th verse, the light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. Right. And I checked out the 7th verse. The steps of his strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. Yeah, so his own cabinet is going to go against him. They doing it now, quiet as it's kept. Right? From there, it says, from there, let's go to 1 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians. This will be a short lesson, like I said, so should be. But, if it's not, so be it. So we ain't got too much. 2 Corinthians and the 4th chapter and the 6th verse. For Yahweh, who commanded the light to shine out of darkness, have shined in our hearts, meaning our minds, to give the light of knowledge of the glory of Yahweh in the face of Hamashiach Yahushua. And that's talking about what? Teaching a gospel, the good news to our people, man. That's what that's talking about. And that's our job. Because what? Salvation's for the children of Yasha'Allah. The children of Yasha'Allah. Repentance is given to you, man. So that's the good news. And salvation's for Israel. That's the good news. So repentance is needed of you every day. But set your mind toward the laws of the Heavenly Father and the ways of the Heavenly Father, which is the Holy Bible. The law, statutes, commandments. This is what you got to come back to. This is what's going to clean you up. Right? So from there, let's go to 1 Corinthians, 3rd chapter, and the 19th verse reads, For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Yeah, and that's quoting Job 5 and 13. Yeah, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And that's what's going to happen to Esau. He think he's so wise, but he's become an idiot. And you can tell by the things he's doing and the laws he's passing. Let's go to Jeremiah 49. I'm bouncing around a little, but it's necessary as Spirit moving. Just go to Jeremiah 49. Where we at? Jeremiah, yeah, I was in Jeremiah. 49 chapter. And we're going to start at the 7th verse. Right? It says, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh, Lord of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yeah, he's an idiot. His wisdom been vanished. Right? 8th verse, flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan, for I will bring calamity of Esau upon him, the time that I will visit him. Yeah, and that's the Most High doing this. He mustereth the hosts of the battle, as it says in Isaiah 13 chapter, in the 4th verse. Let's read 9th verse. If grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they have enough. Right, it said, well, if grape gatherers come to thee, will they not leave some gleaning grapes? Right, Esau is greedy. He never have enough. That's why he all up in Africa and thought he was going to yank and steal their resources without being challenged. That's where you're wrong. They said, hell nah. Ain't going to be no damn pipe. And you know what else he did? I think I have a video on that. He destroyed the machinery. Yeah, he destroyed the machinery. Well, we can't do nothing. We're going to destroy it. Nobody can. In other words, they can't have the machine that they had after he done robbed all the resources. They destroyed the machinery, the trucks that they were using, the cranes and things like that. They destroyed it. Now, if that ain't the damn devil, I don't know what is. You know, it's been bleeding that country for decades, decades, hundred or more years, right? And when they tell you, okay, that's it, get out of here, it's enough. You got mad like a little 5-year-old. What they do, get mad and destroy the trucks, right? Destroy the trucks. So 10th verse says, we in Jeremiah 49 and 10th verse, we started at 7, we in the 10th verse now. It says, but I have made Esau bare. Yeah, he been exposed everywhere. He said, but I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places. He shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, meaning his seed is destroyed, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Now, 11th verse says, leave thy father's children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. You see? 13th verse. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be a perpetual waste. Now, Basra is where Amalek dwells today in the land of Israel, near the land of Israel. The Khazars, right? So let's go back to the 10th verse, right? It says, I have made Esau bare, I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. Right, he's exposed. All your wickedness is exposed, right? All your abominations is exposed. Your weak economy is exposed. There's nowhere to run and hide, buddy. The Brics open it up. And they keeping that out of the media. A lot of y'all don't even know what the Brics is. If I was to yell it out, Brics, what's that? I don't got no Brics. Yeah. Some of my people are that ignorant. But the Brics is that economy that's pretty much made itself known and announced itself. How about that? Right? The Brics is here. It's not going anywhere. And that's going to cause hyperinflation in America. And that's what's going to bring forth the other prophecies that's mentioned in the book of the Apocrypha, that's mentioned in the book of 2nd Esdras. It's coming. It's coming. It's here pretty much. So the economy is weak. And I see it on my phone. They desperate. I'm getting calls and texts from people who was ignoring me for a long while. Some people I was trying to contact dealing with music, which I decided to not do. Matter of fact, it was ASCAP, the copyright people. They called me after a month. I tried to reach them back in July 30th or 31st. And they just reached me yesterday, called me yesterday. And today is what? August 26th. I want nothing to do with you. Because first of all, you had no records of my past of the music I had copyright. So I was like, nah, damn that. Or you can go online. Who's going to do that? You can't be trusted. That's what you just showed me. Right? But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, they desperate. They reaching out. I can go on with other companies. If you see the advertisement all on the internet, all these stock trading platforms, all the funny emails I get now, it's just funny to me because you're desperate. Yeah, the word of the Most High is manifesting right before your eyes. It's just a matter you make paying attention. That's for anybody out there. And it's funny what I see Jake pick up. You know, it make me wonder. All our people are not asleep. A lot of them are really paying attention to what's going on. Some of my people really are. Right? So, y'all need to keep that in mind. What was I? Stopped at 10. It said, but I have made Esau bare. I had uncovered his secret places, and he should not be able to hide himself. Yeah, it's right. Because you're being exposed of what you are, especially in Babylon, America. Right? And let's go to Nahum. Let's go to Nahum. Because it's going to get better. As far as this understanding I'm talking about. Nahum 3rd chapter. And let's read, this is another good one. In this Nahum 3rd chapter, and I'm going to start at the 4th verse. It says, because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts, and witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcrafts. Right? And who is that talking about? Nothing but Babylon, America. The top witches they have. You seen this Edomite magician, so-called magician? He's a witch. He can literally make things disappear, like stuff you seen, like we read about in ancient Egypt. This guy's doing that right here in America, messing with snakes, you name it. Then I seen a young East Indian. The last video I seen, one of them, he's doing magic, and who's helping him? A big demon. And it showed on the screen. It manifests on the screen. Demon catching them. Nobody can see it because it's a demon, and it can hide itself. But the Most High had it where the cameras picked up and let the demon be. When it revealed itself, the Most High let it be seen through the video. So they operate with straight demons, man. This place is evil as hell. Now it says here, who's a harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms. How you doing? Child trafficking. Goes back to selleth nations, child trafficking. Hell, that's what it's talking about. Having trannies all up in the school systems, it's wicked as hell, man. And you think you ain't gonna be punished with that? The scripture say, thou shalt not go unpunished. That's in the word we just read in Jeremiah. You shall not go unpunished. You out of your mind, right? It says her whoredoms and families through her witchcrafts, right? And families, that goes back to kidnapping and child trafficking. Right? 5th verse says, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh, Lord of hosts. I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And that's going to happen in the end. And that's why it reads that way in Revelation. You shall be a gazing stock to the nations. It already started now. You ain't paying attention. You trying to save face by keeping out of the traditional media like cable and TV. But there's something called the internet, information highway. Remember that? People seeing your wickedness. And you think these nations not going to go amongst them and talk and they're going to sit there and plot your damn demise? In fact, I should go back to that in Obadiah and read that. Right? From there, let's go to, let's see. Let's go, let me see what it says. Because we was just in Revelation. So it says 17. 17 and, yeah, we read that, 17 and 5. And upon her forehead, Revelation 17 and 5, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth. Yeah, that's America. And from there, this is going to be my last verse. Let's go to Habakkuk, that's how you say it, Habakkuk. I was saying it wrong for years. It's Habakkuk. I don't have that many pages, so it's hard for me to get hold to it. Habakkuk, 2nd chapter, right? And the 5th verse. It reads, Yea also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. He gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Now, does that fit America or what? It said, because he transgresseth by wine, meaning he lies. He's a great liar. With philosophy, through philosophies and false education, miseducation, misinformation, lies, deceit, right? He's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, right? He don't care about his veterans. He don't care about his citizens, right? He's all up in somebody else's country trying to exploit it, like South Africa and other countries, right? Trying to exploit all the resources. Along, when I say in America, but it'd be France too, right? So now I'm focused on America because France left South Africa, from what I hear. So the only one that's there is idiot-ass America. Trying to play bully. But you heard the announcement I said earlier, right? They'll figure it out soon. Right? It said, who enlargeth his desire as hell. Yeah, greedy bastard, and never have enough. And is as death. Yeah, he bring death and destruction. And cannot be satisfied. But gathereth unto him all nations. Yeah, he do that. Where he at? Right here in America. What did he just do recently? He bring his old brother in, the Spanish group from over there, and the other mixed group nations from South and Central America, and bring them in, give them asylum, and let them stay up in hotels free, and give them a stipend of $300 a week while you go out and bust your ass. He getting more than people that's on disability, and I can attest to that. And they do what? Absolutely nothing. They're getting, having pregnancies. The youth having pregnancies all up in the hotel. I have video to prove everything I'm saying. So damn what anybody think. I can show and prove what I'm saying. So he's still doing it. Gathering them together. And he want to give them some so-called asylum in the damn hotels. Free rent, free. And kicking out the Edomite reporter. How about that? They stopped this dude at the door. You can't come in here. Why I can't come in here? This is private resident. Yeah, the freaking Holiday then became the private resident. People today should laughing at your goofy behind, man. You're supposed to be laughed at and looked at as a gazing stock, man. Right? Let's read on to the 6th verse. It says, shall not all these take up a parable against him? Slack. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his. How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. Yeah, this is what the nations say. Why are you gonna know you're gonna be in other man's land and try to bully them? 7th verse says, shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and awake that shall vex thee? And thou shalt be for booties unto them? Because thou, 8th verse, because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, meaning destroy thee. Because thou hast destroyed many nations, all the remnant of the people shall destroy thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him, meaning destruction, woe to him that coveteth a evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Excuse me. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Now check this out. I want to zoom in on this. Thou hast consulted shame to thy house by cutting off many people, and hast sinned against thy soul. Right, and it's funny they say cutting off many people. And that's in a literal sense too, meaning their finances. A lot of people, I was at the place not too long ago, and a lot of people was there at the Social Security Administration, and they really trying to cut Jake off. People that really need it, they trying to get rid of Jake on petty stuff. And I seen it with my own eyes. I got to speak on it, and that's in literal sense. They took them out. They did that in Africa too, where they told the people they was going to cut off giving them any loans or whatever. They was like, well, they were saying, good riddance. We don't need it. But I can't make this up, man. But with that, I'm going to say shalom. It's the end of my lesson. And once again, check out my Rumble channel, K7H.I.S, which stands for Hebrew Israelite Sanctuary. It's an acronym. My Rumble channel is K7H.I.S. Also check out my BitChute channel, KSharm7. Check the links in the comment section on all my videos. I might usually leave a link there and give you more information to inform you what's going on right in your eyes. And with that, I'm going to say shalom. Till next time, children of Yasha Allah, shalom.